Hey y'all, it's your girl Q, and today we are making tteokbokki rice cakes from scratch, y'all. Alright, so we got some rice flour, and we're going to go ahead and throw in some sea salt, because you got to season the food, baby. You got to season the food, alright? So after we throw in that sea salt, we're going to throw in some water. And I love tteokbokki, y'all. Tteokbokki is so chewy and yummy. Rice cakes, and then I made a beautiful, kind of like a, it's not the actual, you know, with the gochujang and all that stuff, because honestly I didn't have any, so I decided to make my own meat sauce to go with the tteokbokki with cabbage and zucchini. It's fire. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about in a little bit, but right now let's get this tteokbokki together. So after you stirred up all the ingredients, and right here I decided I was gonna add in, you know, some more water and stuff before I put it in the microwave, because I got this recipe off of YouTube, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the channel in the description. It was really cool, really simple the way she did it, because you could tell she's made tteokbokki plenty of times, but this is my first time. And so I went on ahead, threw in some water, some more water. That's one thing about tteokbokki flour, like the dough of it, you can kind of really work with it, and that's really cool. I just kept adding water to get it to the consistency that I needed it to be at. So right now we're gonna pop it in a microwave, and this is how it looked when it came out. Y'all, this did not look the way that it looked in the initial video that I watched. And now I'm adding in a little toasted sesame seed oil, because right now it's still not at the consistency that it's supposed to be at, y'all. Like, tteokbokki is labor intensive, child, and she had a little mallet. I'm like, wait, this ain't working right, this ain't doing what I needed to do. So I put it back in the bowl to, you know, mold it to get it to come together. Okay, sometimes some things, especially when it's the first time doing it, you gotta work with it. Like, you gotta, and I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna give up easily on something. If I start a project, I'm gonna finish it. Like, I'm gonna figure out a way to make it work. So right now, you know, I'm just getting my hands in there, you know what I'm saying, kneading that dough, because it's, in order to get the tteokbokki nice and chewy, to that chewy, good, you know, consistency, you know, you gotta work with it. Like, she had a little hammer and was beating the hell out this. I was like, okay, bet. So now I've gotten the tteokbokki at least to a decent consistency, you know, as far as like the water added, and now we're gonna beat it. We're gonna beat it, okay? And like I said before, y'all, I did not have a mallet, I didn't have the little hammer. This is all pure arm and hand strength, y'all. I had to like really get my knuckles in that shit, you feel me? Like, baby, my massages are epic. Like, I do not play, okay? Alright, so getting all into it, and y'all see my little daughter, she grabbed a piece of the dough. She was working her dough too. She was like, Mommy, I want to make tteokbokki with you. I'm like, okay. So now we're back into just really getting that dough to the proper consistency. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you gotta work at it. You know what I mean? You gotta work at it. This is like, it wasn't the simplest thing to make in that regard the first time around. Now that I've done it, like, I know different tips and tricks now, so next time when I make the tteokbokki, to make it a lot more easier on myself. But yeah, this was like a little workout too, and some tension relief. Child, I was giving it to that dough, child. Yes, I was. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Her, yes, me, I did that. I was not playing. Okay, so now that I've gotten the tteokbokki to a good chewy texture, like, you can tell that it's a lot more, you know, malleable. It's the way that it's supposed to be. It's sticking together good. Now we've got tteokbokki dough. So now I'm, you know, rolling it out into a big old tteokbokki log. And then I'm going to turn that tteokbokki log into tteokbokki pieces, right? All right, so right now I'm just rolling it out. Just rolling it out. Just rolling it out. Yay. Just rolling it out. Yeah. Okay. So now we've got the tteokbokki log, and now we're gonna roll it into pieces. So first, what I did was I rolled the tteokbokki a little bit thinner. Then I cut pieces, right? You know, and then I took those pieces and then I rolled them a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, to get them to a nice size, to get them to the consistency that I want them to be at when I cook them, right? So, you know, y'all see me doing that part right now. So I'm just taking the bigger tteokbokki piece, rolling it, and then cutting them. So the way that you see these cut pieces looking, they're not gonna end up looking like that. So then I take them, roll them out a little more. See, you know what I'm saying? To make them look, you know, more like tteokbokki. Tteokbokki. Yeah, tteokbokki is a fun word. Tteokbokki, okay, and I like it. So yeah, so I went on ahead, rolled them out, and they're not all the same size, same shape. Like I said before, y'all, this is my first time making this, so I gave myself a lot of grace as far as like how it looked. And so y'all, after I got done, you know, rolling out the pieces and getting them to, you know what I'm saying, look how I wanted them to look, I took the tteokbokki and I put them in the freezer. And I did that so that, you know what I'm saying, they, you know, the toasted sesame seed oil helps them to not stick together, but I didn't want them to cook too fast in the meat sauce. So I went on ahead, put them in the freezer, you know what I mean, so that they would cook evenly and, you know, cook to a proper doneness, you know, once we get that meat sauce going. So now I'm going to show y'all how I made the meat sauce, and we're going to start off with the fresh ingredients. And here's a little ASMR for y'all. Alright, and y'all, I cut those green onions, scallion when she feeling bougie. I cut those in a nice longer size because that's just how I've seen it done, period. And to be honest, I like it like that. You get a lot of that good flavor, you know what I'm saying? As I mean, you still get, it still tastes the same, but it's just a different amount of flavor when you cut it long ways like that. And the presentation of it is just really nice. It's delicious. And so we have some Serrano chili that I'm slicing into rings, which I already sliced them, but I guess they still were kind of connected. So I had to go through and completely disconnect each, each pepper ring. So. And y'all see that beautifully thinly sliced cabbage, you know what I'm saying? I love to see how my skill set is expanding, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta try new stuff, you feel me? It's gonna be delicious. So I'm gonna take some ground turkey meat, y'all, and then we're gonna brown it with the Serrano chilies. First, we're gonna start off with some minced garlic. This is gonna be amazing, y'all. Wait, let me show you. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and season this up. So we got some fresh black pepper. Y'all know how I feel about fresh black pepper. We got our turmeric. Y'all know I love some turmeric. It has beautiful health properties, very good for the body. We got some ground cinnamon. Yes. Because you want to taste your food. Now we're going to go ahead and throw in some zucchini. And notice I did not throw in any salt yet, because salt is going to come in the other components of our sauce, of our dish. And then I threw in some spicy garlic salt. Now we're going to throw in an onion bouillon, just one. We're going to throw in some premium soy sauce, because you see what I'm saying? You're going to get salt from other avenues, so you don't need all that. We're going to throw in some mirin and some water. Throw in some clean filtered water. You know what I'm saying? Gonna throw in some Hoisin sauce, because we're adding layers of flavor. Some oyster sauce. Yes, give that a nice stir. Incorporate all those flavors. We're going to throw in that cabbage because I love the texture that cabbage adds to stir fries and different dishes like this. It's amazing. Next, we're going to throw in that beautiful scallion. Yes. A little Maggi. Yes. It's already, y'all, the smell. When I cook, like the seasonings, all they just be smelling so fire. We threw in some Sriracha for a little heat and a pinch of sugar. Just a pinch. Just a little pinch. You don't need that much. Just a little pinch to kind of even out, you know, the flavors. Then we threw in some more water. Okay? Because this is going to turn into a lovely sauce. Like, you see how thin it is? And normally I would throw in like a slurry of like some cornstarch or flour, you know what I'm saying? But you're not going to have to do that because when I throw in the tteokbokki, after I throw in the tteokbokki, it's going to make its own, you know, it's going to make its own sauce. It's going to do its own thing. Yes, give that a nice little stir. And I let this cook down a little bit before I threw in the tteokbokki. So you see the tteokbokki from the freezer. Handmade tteokbokki by your girl. I was so proud of myself with this recipe, y'all. Y'all have no idea. So now we're just going to let that cook. We're going to incorporate the tteokbokki into that sauce. And like I said, it looked thin now, but it's going to thicken up. Watch what I'm telling you. Here we go. Now look at that. Ooh! Stop playing. Quit playing with me, y'all. For real. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Straight delicious. Straight delicious. Period. Look at that. That's amazing. I was so, and this was my first time. Like, my kids, boy, we tore this down. It was so amazing how delicious. Look at that. Look at that. Come on now. Come on now, this ain't no optical illusion. And y'all just saw me do it. Look at this. Straight up tteokbokki. I mean, like, listen, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I love Asian food. I love all types of different Asian foods, y'all. And I just love being able to create things. Like, these two hands made something that I see people buy all the time. You know what I'm saying? And it turned out right. Like, even, and that's how life can be sometimes too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, am I doing this right? Is this going? And then you get discouraged a little bit, because I'm not going to lie. At the beginning of the recipe, I was like, dude, I am exerting way too much energy into it. You know what I'm saying? For it to, you know, but look at the outcome. Look at that. That ain't your typical ordinary. This is amazing right here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Golly. Just all the different flavors bouncing off of each other. The texture of the tteokbokki turned out amazing. It's a totally different vibe when you make it fresh, other than when you buy the tteokbokki at the store. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with store-bought anything. Okay? Well, I won't say store-bought anything, but you know what I'm saying. Sometimes, you know, it's cool to be a little easier on yourself every now and then, especially if your meal has other elements. But every now and then, you know what I'm saying, making something from scratch, like, it was nothing but a bunch of ingredients, now it's a thing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's how life can be. You know, that's how life is a lot of the time. You know what I'm saying? Something, it wasn't a thing before, and then you put your hard work into it, you put your thoughts into it, you put your time into it, and then it becomes a thing. And then it becomes something beautiful. And then over time it becomes a skill, and it's something that you become really great at doing. And that's amazing to me. Look at this, y'all. Straight tteokbokki. I'm really proud of myself. All that flavor, all that deliciousness. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me show y'all. Look at that. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Alright, y'all, thanks for coming through and vibing with your girl Q once again. I really appreciate you guys coming through and watching my videos. And if you like this content, go ahead and like this video. Hit that subscribe button so you can subscribe to your girl. Also, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the freshness coming from the Fresh Squad. And today's Super Fresh Squad members are speckled egg, feed me, don't tease me ASMR, mystical caramel, and Kiki likes to eat. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel, making these connections, commenting on my video, liking my video, all that love that you guys share. It is not wasted. I appreciate you guys. You guys are super amazing. Stay super fresh. Yes, y'all. To the beach, y'all. Another wonderful video, another great recipe. I thank you guys for coming through once again and vibing with your girl Q. I really appreciate you guys from my heart. And I hope you guys enjoy these recipes, y'all. I hope you guys are staying safe and staying blessed, you guys. Because until next time, I want y'all to stay safe and to stay blessed, okay? You're going to keep them masked up. We're going to keep them hands out our faces. Keep those hands clean. We're going to show love to each other. You know what I'm saying? We all are growing. Everybody going through something. Let's just show each other that decent human being spirit. Much love from your girl Q. Until next time, and there will be a next time. Bye-bye.